Welcome everyone. Today I am going to explain exercise 2.4's next topic, that is factorization of quadratic equation. In today's section we will learn how we can make the factors of a quadratic equation, that is in the form. This is the general form of a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c. We will learn how we can make the factors of the quadratic equation. Students, in class 8 you have already learned how you can make the factors for the quadratic equation. In class 8 you have already done this by using the identities of a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square, and you have also done this factorization by splitting the middle term. So in class 9 we will continue the same topic. We will learn how we can make the factors by splitting the middle term. It will help you a lot in class 10. If you are familiar with this topic, then you will not face any problem in class 10 while you are doing the chapter 3 and chapter 4. It will help you a lot. So in class 9, if you have any doubt regarding this, so make it clear. Let's start. We have to factorize ax square plus bx plus c. It means a quadratic equation is given to us which is in the form ax square plus bx plus c. We have to make the factor of this quadratic equation. So dear students, your first step is that, suppose this one is the equation. Firstly, we will do the product of the coefficient of the first term and the third term. Coefficient for the first term is a and the third is the constant term. So first of all we will do the product of the first and third term. We will find their product and we have to make the factors, and we have to divide this product into two factors, into two integers, such that the sum of these two integers should be equal to the sum of the middle term. Again I am repeating, first of all you have to do the product of the first coefficient and the third coefficient, and their product you have to split their product, you have to make the factor, you have to divide that product into two parts such that sum of these two integers should be equal to the sum of the second term. Sum of b. Let's see one example. Suppose here is one question, 4x square plus 5x plus c plus 1, and we have to factorize this quadratic equation. So by following the same step, firstly we will check the product of the first and the third coefficient. First coefficient is 4, third coefficient is 1. So what is the product? Their product is 1, and we have to split that 4 into two parts, into two integers, so that the sum of these two integers should be equal to the middle term. 4 ones are 4, so easily we can write here. We can split 5x into 4x plus 1x plus 1. You have to check that step. Here I am split the 5x into the two parts, that is the 4 and 1x. You can see here, when we will multiply 4 and 1, 4 ones are 4, and when we will add them, the result is same as the middle term. So now this 5x we have split that term into the two parts. Here we are having with the 4 terms, and we have to take the common value from the first two terms, and then from the last two terms, from the third and fourth term. So in the first and second term, check that which factors we can, which variables we can take common. Here you have 4x square, and in second term 4x. In class 8 factorization you have already done. You know how we can take the common values outside the expression. So 4x square plus 4x, we can take 4x common here. From 4x square, 1x is, we have already taken it outside. So what is left? This is x, 4x is common. So 1 is left here. From the last two terms, you can see that here x plus 1. We have x plus 1, and what we can take common from these two terms, we can take, there is no common factor, but we all know 1 is the common factor of all variables. So we can take 1 common here. And next step is that after taking the variable coefficient common, you have to check one thing here. The left, it should be same. These values should be same. If these are not same, it means you are taking the wrong factors here. You are doing the wrong factorization. These values, these equations, it should be same. Now x plus 1, take it common. What we have left, 4x plus 1. This is the way in which we can do the factorization of quadratic equation by splitting the middle terms. Before starting the exercise 2.4, I am going to explain 4 different type of the quadratic equation by taking the different signs and different situations, so that it will help you a lot while doing the exercise. Yes student, here you can see I have written 4 quadratic equations here, but you can check here in these 4 equations you can see these 4 equation is having the different signs. In first equation you can check all 3 terms they are having the positive value, and in second equation you can check except the last 2 terms they are having the negative sign, and in third problem you can see only the constant term is having the negative sign, and in fourth question you can see here second term is having the negative sign. So let's see how we can solve these 4 situations one by one. First is 3x square plus 13x plus 4. As per the rule of the factorization by the splitting the middle term, first step what we will do? We will multiply first term and the last term. So what is the product for 3 and 4? It is 12, and we have to split 12 into 2 factors so that their sum should be equal to 13. So students, you can see here we have to take here all the factors, positive factor, because when we will do the product, their product should be positive, and when we will do their sum as well as the product, it should be same, positive 13. So how we can split this 12 so that result will be 13, so that its sum should be 13. So simply we can take 12 is the factor of 12 ones are 12, or 4 threes are 12, or 6 twos are 12. You can see 6 and 2, when we will add 6 and 2 result is there, so we can't take it. 4 into 3, its sum is 7, so this is also we can't take. Now in the first one, 12 into 1, 12 plus 1 is 13, so it is suitable for our arrangement. So we can split 3x square, 13x into 12x plus x plus 4. Now from the first 2 terms, take which values we can take common. 3 and 12 we can take 3 common, and x is also common. What we have left, when we have taken 3x outside, which value is left here? X plus 4. Now for the last 2 terms, again here you can see x plus 4. From these 2 terms, which value we can take common? 1 is the common factor of each term, so we can take 1 common here. X plus 4, you can see these 2 terms are same. Take it common. What we have left? 3x plus 1. Now this is the factor of the first quadratic equation in which all 3 terms are having the positive sign. So by following the same steps, same rules, I am going to explain you question second. In question second, you can see here we have to do the product of 2 and minus 12. It means its product should be minus 24 and sum it should be minus 5. So figure out the factors. Second is 2x square minus 5, 6 and 12. What is the difference between the first and second question? That is in first equation you can see you are having the all positive sign, but in the second equation you can see we have to solve this quadratic by second and third term, that is in the negative form. So product, check it, we have to do the product of first and the last term. So it is minus 12, 2 and minus 12. So its product should be minus 24 and its sum, that is minus f. It means we have to figure out in 24 into 2 factors so that its sum should be equal to minus 5. Their product is minus 24. If we have to figure out that 2 factors whose product is minus 24, and when we will do the sum of these two factors, it should be -5. So firstly let's check 24 is the factors of which numbers? 24, 1 into 24, 24, 6 and 4, 24, 12 into 2, and is anyone is left here? 8 3s are. These are the factors. 9 4. No, 9 4 is not. Now these are the factors for the 24. Just student, our next step is that we have to select one factor, one pair of factors from these two, and we have to take out that values, that pair in which their sum is -5. It means from these two numbers, one number is positive and second one is negative, and we have to take the greater number as a negative, because we have to write the -5. We have to split the -5. We have to take that two numbers in which one is positive, one is negative, and their sum should be equal to -5. So let's see. 24 or 1, if we will take here one positive, one negative, what we have left? 23 or -23, this is not suitable. 6 and 4, 6 and 4, when we will add these numbers, suppose these are -6 and 4. So when we will do the sum of these, we will get -2. So this is also not suitable for us. 24, 12 into 2. So let's take -12 and this is 2. When we will add these two numbers, result is -10. This is also not applicable. Last one is the 8 and 3. 8 and 3. Let's take it -8 and 3. You have to remember this thing. If the sum is minus, if the middle term is minus, again I am repeating, you have to check it, students. If in quadratic equation middle term is having the negative sign, while you are making the factors of the first and the last number, you have to take care of one thing. When you are splitting that numbers into two parts, two integers, which is the greater number, you have to take the greater number into the negative sign, so that plus minus minus, this sign should be negative. When you are selecting two numbers, when you are splitting the product into two factors, you have to take care greater number, it should be in the form of the negative. When this term is, second term is negative, especially in these cases. Now 8 and 3, -8 and +3. When we will add this number, we will get our required result, that is -5. So this is the suitable factorization. Minus, we will write in place of 5 -8x plus 3x minus 12. You can check here, -8 and +3 result is -24. -8 plus 3 result is -5. Now this arrangement satisfies these two conditions, product and sum. Now by following the same step, firstly we will take the common value from the first two terms. From the first two terms we can take 2x common. What we have left? X minus 4. Now from the last 3x minus 12, we can take 3 common, because 3 is the multiple of 12. Now take out x minus 4. You can see here, again I am repeating, these terms should be same. X minus 4, so take it common. We have 2x plus 3. Now this is the second question. In third question, you can see here our middle term is positive, product is negative, but middle term is positive. By following the second rule, second question which we have applied in second one, we have to make one change only. When we are making the factors of the first and last number, we have to take greater value, positive sign. In second one, when we need middle term into the negative form, then we will take greater value into the negative term, and when we need their sum into the positive, it means between two numbers, greater number should be positive. So let's solve third question. Hope so you can easily figure out the factors for the question 3. You read it in your mind and try to make the factors. Third is 4x square plus 8x minus 5. Yes student, this is the problem third, in which the first and second term are positive and third one is negative. We need two number whose, here we are having with the four number. First is the 4 and minus 5, it means their product is minus 20, and sum it should be 8. So we have to split 20 minus 20 into two parts so that their sum is 8. Sum is 8, it means between these two factors we have to take the greater value positive sign and smaller value negative sign, because their product should be negative. तो product आपकी negative कब होगी? When one number is positive and one is negative. So 20, let's make the factor. 21 the 10 and 2, 25 4 the, and next is, now these are the factors for the 20. So let's see which one is suitable, because we have to take one positive and one negative, and data number should be positive. 20 or minus 1, is it applicable? No, because 20 minus 1 is 19, so no. Next one is 10 and 2. 10 minus 2, it is 8. Yes, we can apply it. We can take in place of 8 10x minus 2x minus 5. Here you can see 10x minus 2x, that is 8x, and when we will do the multiplication of 10 and minus 2, the result is minus 20, which satisfy the condition for the product and for the sum. Now figure out the common factor from the first two term, 4x and 10x. 4 and 10 we can take 2 common, 2 is common for both. X, 2x plus 5 from the next two term. We can take minus 1 common here. So for the fourth term, sign should be changed. It will be converted into the positive sign. You have to take care of this. When we will take the minus 1 common, then sign for the next term it should be changed. If it is negative, you will convert it into the positive form. If it is positive, then you will convert into the negative. Sign are same, values are same. So we can take 2x plus 5 common. We have left 2x minus 1. Now this is the third case in which first two term are positive and third one is negative. Now in last case we will discuss when the first and last term is positive and the second term is negative. It means when you have to remember this thing, when product is negative, product is positive, when the product of two number is positive and their sum is negative, you have to take care of one thing. In this case, when we will split the number first coefficient and the third coefficient, if we will split the product of the first and third coefficient, their factors, their both factors, they should be in the form of negative, because when we multiply two negative number, their result is positive and their addition is negative. Let's see. Let's see here. Five x square minus x plus 4. Yes, beta. First and fourth number, that is 5 into 4. This is 20. Both are having the positive and their sum is minus 1. You can see here we have to do the product. When we have done the product of the first and last number, the result is 20 and their sum is minus 1. It means we have to split the 20 into two parts so that their product is positive. So when the product is positive, when the both integers they are having the positive sign or negative sign. But here requirement is for the negative, because when we will multiply two positive number, you can see here their product is positive. But when we do the sum, its sum is also positive. But when we will do the product of two negative number, their product is positive, but when we will add two negative number, their result is negative. So when we will make the factor of 20, we have to take both factors into the negative form. So let's see which factor of 20 we can make here. Let's figure out. 20 again, 10 into 2, 20 into 1, 5 into 4. 10 into 2 minus 10 or minus 12. 2 this is minus 12, not applicable. Minus 20 and minus 1 this is also not applicable. And minus, this question 4 is, here is one correction, you have to write 9x here. 5x square minus 9x plus 4, their product is 5 into 4, that is 20, and their sum is 9. It means we have to split 20 into two numbers so that its product is positive 20 and its sum is minus 9. So let's see which factor we can make for 20. 20 and 1, 10 and 2, 5 and 4. You know it very well. We have to take both the factors into the form of the negative so that their sum is negative and but their product should be positive. So minus 20 and minus 1, that is minus 21. Minus 10 and minus 2, this is minus 12, not applicable these two. Last one we can see, minus 5 and minus 4. Yes, when we will split minus 9 into minus 9 and minus 4, you can see here for minus 9 and minus 4, when we will do the product of these numbers, their sum is plus 20. And when we will add these two numbers, their sum is minus 9, which is suitable for our example. So now split minus 9, 5x minus 4x plus 4. You can check here minus 5 and minus 4, that is minus 9. So same. Firstly we will do take the common factors out from the first two terms. These are 5x. What we have left, x minus 1. From the last two terms we can take minus 4 common. You can see here 4 is having the negative sign, so we will take the minus 4 common, and when we will take the minus value common, so we will change the sign for the next term. It is in the form of positive, so convert it into the negative form. Minus, minus, you have to check this step. X minus 1 is common, take it out. What we have left, 5x minus 4. Now these are the factors for the question 4. These are the 4 different type of example. In these 4 questions you can see 4 question is having the different situations. So let's start the question 4 of exercise 2.4. First part is factorize 12x square minus 7x plus 1, and second is 2x square plus 7x plus 3. So read the statement for question first again. We have to factorize 12x square minus 7x plus 1, whose product is 12 and 1. That is plus 12 and sum is minus 7. So which factors we can make here? Let's figure out. We have to take two numbers whose product is 12 and sum is minus 7. Sum is minus 7, product is plus. It means, again I am repeating, we have to take both integers in the form of the negative sign so that their product is positive. When we will do the multiplication of two negative numbers, their product is positive but their sum is negative. Here condition is that product should be positive and sum should be negative. So we will take, when we will split 12 into two numbers, you have to take care when we will taking these two numbers, when we are splitting 12 into the two factors, we have to take both factors in the sign of negative. So 12 ones are 12, 6 and 2, 4 and 3. Minus 12 minus 1, it is minus 13. Minus 6 minus 2, it is minus 8. Minus 4 minus 3, it's minus 7. So we will select third one, 12x square. In place of 7x we can write minus 4x minus 3x plus 1. Now take the common values from the first two terms. Let's see here which values, which variables and coefficients we can take common here. We can take 4x common because 12 is the multiple of 4. When 4 is common, what is left? 3x minus 1, and from the last two terms minus 3 plus 1. So we can take minus 1 common. So we will change the sign for the 4th term. It is minus 1. 3x minus 1, 3x minus 1, take it common. What we have left? 4x minus 1. This was the result for the part 1. Let's see the second. In second question you can see all three terms are having the positive sign. So when we will do the factors for the first and third term, they both should be in the positive sign. We have to take 2 and 3. Product is plus 6 and their sum, that is 7. So easily we can make the factor 6 1 the 6, because 6 1 the 6 is 6. Then we will add these two numbers. It is plus 7. So 2x square plus 6x plus x plus 3. Take 2x common. X plus 3, take 1 common from the last two terms. X plus 3 is common, take it out. What we have left? 2x plus 1. Now these are the factors for the part second. Similarly, we will do the part 3 and 4. So part 3 for the question 4. 6x square plus 5x plus 6. Let's see their product. 6 and minus 6, it is minus 36, and sum it is plus 5. So while we are making the factor of 36, we have to take care. Greater number, it should be in the form of positive, and the smaller one is in the form of the negative 36. So make the factor for the 36. 36 and 1, 12 and 3, 9 and 4, and 18 and 2. Yes, one is positive, one is negative, because sum is plus 5 and product is minus. Product is minus, it means from these two numbers, one number should be in the form of the negative sign. 36, 36 and 1, that is 35, 12 and 3, that is 9, and 9 and 4, when we will do the division or addition of plus 9 and minus 4, result is plus 5, which is suitable for our factors. So split 5x into 9x minus 4x minus 6. Now take the common value from the first two terms. 6x square plus 9x square, we can take 3x common here, because 3 is the common multiple of 6 and 9. 2x plus 3 minus 4x minus 6, we can take 2 common. Minus 2, sorry, 2x, change the sign. 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3, take it common. So these are the factors for the part 3. This is the result. Let's solve the fourth part. 3x square minus x plus 12 minus 4. Sum is minus x, product is minus 12. Sum is minus 1 and product is minus 12. Product is minus 12. Same. By following the third question, when we will do the factorization of 12, we will take one number positive and one is negative, and in these two factors, greater number should be in the form of the negative, because here sum is in the form of negative. So 12 ones are 12, 2 6 are 12, 3 and 4. If here greater number is negative, minus 12 plus 1, that is minus 11, minus 6 plus 4, that is minus 4, minus 4 plus 3, yeah, this is the right result. So we can split minus x, in place of minus x we can write minus 4x plus 3x minus 4. You can see when we will do the product of minus 4 and plus 3, result is minus 12, and when we will add minus 4 and plus 3, result is minus 1, with verifying the statement. So let's take out common. We can take x common, because 3 and 4, between 3 and 4 there is only one common value, that is 1. So this is 1x. 3x minus 4. Similarly, from the last two term we can take one common. 3x minus 4, this is common, so take it out. These are the factors for the part 4. Hope so this question is clear to you, because by using this factorization of the quadratic equation we will solve the cubic equation. Yes, so exercise 2.4 question number 5 is factorize x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. This is our cubic equation. We have to make the factor for this. For solving cubic equation, firstly we can check, can we take the common value from the these 4 terms or not. If we can take it common, so let's first try to take it the common. X cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. From first two we can take x square common, because x square is common in the first two term, x minus 1, and from the last two term we can take 1 common, change the minus 1 common, so change the sign for the 4th term. You can see here this is minus 2, x minus 2 is common for the both. So we have x square minus 1, we can write this x square minus 1 square, a square minus b square, by applying the identity of a square minus b square we can write it a plus b, a minus b. So by using the identity of a square minus b square, that is a plus b, a minus b, we can write it x square minus 1 square. So result for this is x plus 1, x minus 1. So these are the factors for our first cubic equation. You should know it. If equation is in the form of the cubic, then it will having the 3 factors, because it is a cubic equation, and for a cubic equation number of zeros are 3, so its factor are also 3. This is the first method. Firstly we can check whether we can take there are common value or not, we can take these values common or not. Let's see the second one, second part of this question. Statement for second part is x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. Yes student, here you can see when I will take common x square from the first two terms, there are not suitable factors. So we will do this question by trial method. So what's the trial method? It's also very important. So second question, let's solve it by the trial method. This is very important question in your exams or your test. This question comes very frequently, so you have to pay special attention for this. First step, we have to factorize x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. So firstly we shall now we shall look for the factor for its constant term, that is minus 5. So factors of minus 5, they are plus minus 1. We have to make all the factors for the 5 constant term, that is minus 5 here. So we have to make all the possible factors for the 5. This is plus minus 1 or 5. These are the factors for the 5, because 5 is a prime number, so there are only 2 factors for the 5. So by trial method, firstly we will substitute plus 1 in this polynomial. If hope so, x equal to plus 1 is the 0 of the polynomial. If it is not, then we will try for the minus 1. Again, if x equal to minus 1 is not the 0 for the polynomial, then we will move to the 5. Firstly we will put the plus 5 and then minus 5. These values, from these 4 values, one value should be the factor of these polynomial, because these are the factors for this constant term. From how many factors we have for the constant term, we have to substitute that factors one by one, and by the trial method we will check for which value this polynomial is 0. So let's check it by the trial method. Put x equal to 1 cube minus 3, minus 9, minus 5. This is not equal to 0. So let's check it for the minus 1. Put x equal to minus 1. Roughly you can check it for which value. This polynomial is 0, minus 1, minus 1 power 3, minus 1 power 2, 9, minus 1, 5. Minus power is having the odd number minus 1, minus power 1 is having the power even. So minus 3 plus 1, this is minus 3, minus minus plus, collect all the negative, minus 5, minus 3, minus 1, minus 5, minus 3, minus 8, and minus 1 plus minus 9 plus 9. This is 0. So here we can say x equal to minus 1 is the factor of, x equal to minus 1 is factor of given polynomial, or x equal to 1 is factor of polynomial. X equal to minus 1, so take 1 on the left side. So x plus 1 is the factor of the given polynomial. If x plus by the factor 1, you should know it. If x plus 1 is the factor of the given polynomial, so when we will divide this polynomial by x plus 1, our remainder should be 0. It should be 0. So let's divide the given polynomial by the x plus 1. Let's do the algebraic division here. X cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5x plus 1 is the divisor here, and we have to divide it by the x cube. So we will multiply the divisor by x here, because when we will divide x cube by x, first step is that firstly we will check, divide the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor. X cube divided by x is x square, so we will multiply the divisor by x square. So when we will multiply x square by x plus 1, it is x cube plus x square, because when we will multiply x2 by x, their power base are same, so we will add their power, so result is x cube plus x square. So write it here. Now subtract it, change the sign, minus, minus, plus minus is cancelled. Now these are like terms, minus 3x square minus 1x square, minus minus plus 4x square, and we are having the negative sign. So carry the another value, that is 9x. Now let's do the next step. We have to divide minus 4x square by x. When we will divide minus 4x square by x, result is minus 4x. So we will multiply the divisor x plus 1 by minus 4x. In class 8 you have already done the algebraic division. Minus 4x, when we will multiply minus 4 x into x minus 4x square, minus sign, this sign will be changed, minus, multiply minus 4x by 1, it is minus 4x, so write it here, minus 4x square minus 4x. Again do the subtraction. For subtraction we will change the sign. This will be positive, this is also plus minus minus. Now they are like terms, minus 9x and plus 4, plus minus minus, so do the subtraction. This is 5x and greater value is having the negative sign, so we will carry with the negative. Now carry the another value, that is minus 5, minus 5x and the 1x. It means we will multiply this divisor by the minus 5, minus 5x minus 5, change the sign. Yes, this was our result, because x plus 1 is the factor of the polynomial, so its remainder should be 0. That is satisfied. Now we have to make, so one factor for this quadratic, this cubic is x plus 1. Let's find the another. Make the factor for the x square minus 4x minus 5. Now same question we have done, question 4. So let's make the factor for the x square minus 4x minus 5. X square minus 4x minus 5. 5 ones are 5, so minus 5 and plus 1, these are the factors. Take x common. Here we can take 1 common. X minus 5, x plus 1. So possible factors. So all factors are, first one is the x plus 1, second is the x minus 5 and x plus 1. These are the factors for this cubic equation which we have done by the trial method. This is very important. Yeah. Okay. This is the third statement for the question 5th. X cube plus 13x cube plus 32x plus 20. So let's check, can we will make the factors by taking the common value. X cube, firstly we will try, can we will make the factor without using the trial method. You can see here by when we will take the common value, there are no suitable value which help us to make the direct factor. So we will do this question by the trial method. So first of all, now we shall look for all the possible factors for the 20, because 20 is the constant value. All possible factors of 20 are, these are plus minus 1, plus minus 2, positive negative 5, 10 and 20. These are all possible factors for the 20. So by trial method we will check one by one which one is the factor for this polynomial. So firstly, when we will substitute x equal to plus 1, here all values are having the positive sign, so x equal to 1 is not the factor for this polynomial. So let's try it for minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, plus 20, minus 1, plus 13, plus 32, plus 20, minus so let's try it for the minus 1. Put x equal to minus 1, minus 1 power 3, 13, minus 1 square, 32, 20, minus 1 plus 13 plus minus minus 32 plus 20. Now plus 20 and plus 13, that is 33, minus 32 minus 1 30 minus 33 minus 30 plus 33 minus 33, this is 0. So here x equal to minus 1 is the factor for the polynomial, because after substituting the x equal to minus 1, result is 0 here, remainder is 0 here. So we can write here x equal to minus 1 is factor of px, or x plus 1 is factor of the px, that is the given polynomial. So let's do the division by the algebraic method, which you have already done in class 8. So x cube is the first term here, x is the first term, it means we will multiply the divisor by the x square. When we will multiply x square by the x plus 1, result is x cube plus x square. So write it here. Now subtraction, do the subtraction. For subtraction we will change the sign. Plus 13 minus 1 plus minus minus. So this is the 12x. Can carry the plus 32x here. Now let's check by which value we have to multiply for the next result. 12x square and 1x. It means we will multiply it by the 12x. 12x square plus 12x subtraction. 32 minus 12, this is 20x plus 20. Again we can multiply it by 20. Result is 0, remainder is 0 here. So this x plus 1 is the factor of the given polynomial. So our division is right, because after doing the division with the x plus 1, its remainder should be 0, which is 0 here. So make the factor for the x square plus 12x plus 20. All are having the positive value, so we have no problem while making their factors. So let's figure out the numbers. 20 and this is the 12. 10 and 2 we can take 12x plus 2x plus 20. X common. X is 10, 2, 10. X plus 10 is common. Take it out. So factors are, first one is x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 10. So this was the part 3 which we have done by the trial method. Again I am asking to you, these type of questions are very important, and this type of questions in your exams and in your class tests comes very frequently. So let's try to solve the fourth part of the fifth question. Look at this question with full attention. Fourth part. Statement for fourth part is 2y cube plus y square minus 2y plus 1. Yes student, here you can see we can do it by the factorization without using the trial method, because from the first two terms when we take y square common, we have left 2y plus 1. Here we can take minus 1 common. So 2y minus 1. 2y minus 1. Here is a sign of negative, so we will change the sign for the fourth term. 2y plus 1 and y square minus 1. So in place of y square minus 1, we can use the identity a plus b, a minus b. A square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus c, a minus b. Now this was the exercise 2.4.